And so him leaving me was really just him starting over with someone shiny and new. I helped him get to a place where he was emotionally healthy. Now he found someone brand
new. That's another thing. Women always take credit for building men. So it's just a woman that likes to take credit. This is what we have here.
I can guarantee you all that he found someone nicer and sweeter. Someone that brings him peace and joy.
What if all of the men who run the telecommunications, your cell phone, your Wi-Fi, your high-speed internet, what if all the men who build those systems, fix them when they go down? What if they were all at home raising babies? What if all of the power linemen, the guys who go out, like we just had this massive bunch of hurricanes in the Southeast and knocked out the power to all of Appalachia and all of Florida for a couple of weeks. All the people who go in there and rebuild that and rescue people from the floods and rebuild everything, that's all men. So what do you think would happen if we had an economy where all the women went to work and the men stayed home? Do you know what the top 20 jobs occupied by women are? They're the same top 20 jobs occupied by women 100 years ago.
The look on their faces says it all. They want to argue, but they know there is no argument to what Rachel is telling them.
Would you say you hate men?
I hate the patriarchy. There's a lot of really good men.
Judd?
Answer the question.
Do I hate men? No.
That's a lie.
Literally can't answer a yes or no question without changing the topic.
Hey, what did you just say?
I said, men used to build this, and now they can't even send a text message.
Because they're all still working. Plus, I'm pretty sure that they weren't texting when they were building that building.
She insulted herself without knowing it. Men are just not texting her. They lie to themselves, just so they don't have to admit they're not the catch they think they are.
She's trying to explain to me why she thinks women are smarter than guys.
Women are smarter than men, and we live so much longer too just because we're not stupid. Like, for example, the submarine. There was no women on the submarine.
Well, there's nothing to clean at 13,000 feet at the bottom of the ocean.
Here's the paradox. Intelligent women don't claim to be smarter than men.
Mainstream media has been in denial about the fact that men are disengaging from women. It used to be expected that men would court women and romance them. Men would move heaven and earth to attract a woman to be his girlfriend or his wife. Women called that misogyny and patriarchy and rewrote the social contract.
Most modern women aren't worth the chase.
I'm going to take full responsibility there, man. I fell for it. I fell for the boss bitch, I could do everything by myself, that hyper independent bullshit. And I'm 31 now, and I still don't have kids. I still don't have a family. I was focused on trying to get after the bag and all this. Yo, what? I'm in a place now in my life where I'm reevaluating.
Those women are too delusional to understand what men find attractive in women. So they convince themselves that their career makes them more attractive, and men are intimidated or insecure.
Women think the relationship is all about them. Everything is centered around what she wants. And if that's fine, in her mind, everything is cool. And she does not care what the man is going through. She don't care what his challenges are or any of those things. So what ends up happening, the male believes that he keeps the marriage together because if he goes to cheat or whatever, they left you with the marriage because the marriage was all you wanted. You didn't actually want the man. You wanted the marriage. You wanted the fairy tale. So the man feels that he gave you what you wanted. You wanted the money. You wanted the kids. You wanted all of this crap and never consider what he's mentally going through, never considers what he invests into the relationship. A lot of men deal with this. What they end up doing is getting things outside of the relationship, and what? The woman is still mad.
The bitter universal truth is that only women, children, and dogs are loved unconditionally.
I'm done with you. I'm done. Get out. Get out. We are never getting back together. Okay?
Yeah.
Never. So what is this? You borrow a suit? You come up here and try to impress me? For what?
My battery, it hit. I signed the deal. I'm in business with Prescott.
Good for you.
Good for us. I don't want divorce is finalized, but I wanted you to have this. For everything you've done for me over the years. I don't know many women who would have put up with me, loved me, cared for me, believed in me. I don't blame you. Like I said, I sort of down myself. Just sorry my dream took so long to come true. Your mother's house. She was a... Hi.
The address was on the check, and I remembered the building. This is the building you said we were living. So proud of you. Hi, I'm Diana, Robert's fiance.
When they scratch out before his dreams, come true and then come crawling back when the check hits.
If you hit a man, like you full on as hard as you can, do you think that he should be allowed to hit you back?
I think that men should not hit women. Yeah, even if a girl hits you as hard as they can.
What about, is it wrong for the girl?
No, I don't think so.
He's expected to control his rage and his emotions and his like, but the woman, she just got mad and hit him.
If you think about it, right? Like, I think that's one of the questions on the questionnaire. Like, are men physically stronger than women?
Wait, have you ever hit somebody?
Yeah.
And did he hit you first?
No.
That's a position of privilege. I don't really understand why they have it. If you want equality and egalitarianism, the idea here is going to be based around the fact that chivalry is gone. We are now equals. If a man hits you in the face and you can punch them back, why is it if a woman punches you in the face, you can't punch her back? That actually doesn't make any sense.
I'm saying is that men are physically stronger than women. Like, for example,
but men are physically stronger than other men.
And women are wondering why all the good men are going their own way.
Okay, serious question for the man. If you saw me at a gas station, would you say hey? Be honest.
Okay, serious answer for the woman. No, because he wants to keep his clean record.
Remember, fortune favors the bold, but the courts favor the women.
The women are not going to change, bro. They have zero incentive to change. They have the high ground. They have the leverage. They have the power. In order for you to be the leader, she must be the follower. The whole dynamic of a romantic relationship is one party has to like the other party more. That's just how it goes. That's how the attraction sticks. The girl has to like you more than you like her. This is the only way that the dynamic is going to last. Thanks to social media and the internet, women think that they can do better until they realize they can't. A lot of men aren't approaching women because women are insufferable in the West.
The hardest pill I ever had to swallow was that most women really don't like you treating them well.
Can I ask you a question, Stephen? Would you take a 3-year career break? Would you be able to do that?
To solely raise children, I would not want to.
You would struggle. And the thing is that no one is judging Stephen for saying that. But if I said just couldn't do it, people would be like,
but men and women are different. Stephen could say other things which would have people's jaws on the floor. Like, I don't want to financially support my wife and child. I think people would be quite shocked by that. I mean, we just have different expectations from mothers and fathers.
There was a study that was done where fathers and mothers lay in bed together. When the baby cried, almost nearly every time the mother woke up in the middle of the night to the baby's cries and the father slept through it. When there was a rustling of leaves outside the window, the fathers woke up and the mothers slept through it because of the predatory threat. We are wired. We are mammals. We are not better than mammals. We are mammals. And mammals have been doing this for millennium. Evolutionarily, there's a reason why we have different responses.
If you enjoyed that, then make sure to follow for daily debate content.
Feminists want best from both worlds without giving up anything, but it doesn't work. The more you try to fight against nature, the more unhappy you're going to be.
Feminists, aren't you exhausted of being a boss babe, climbing the corporate ladder of disappointment, chasing after materialism and money? Obviously, women are powerful, but these corporate girlies, you guys are becoming victims of your own success. Think about it. Us women, the more we become more successful in society, our options for dating decline. But the more successful men are, well, they have more options. And instead of that unfulfilling life, I'm sorry, but I want a husband who provides for his family, comes home to the home-cooked meal that I make after hanging out with our kids all day, just enjoying life. Us women are meant to fulfill. I want to be a wife and a mother, not a 9-to-5, not a work-from-home job distracting us from being a wife and a mother, which is a full-time job. Society has completely distorted what life could look like for women. And now more than ever, women are more anxious and depressed and lonely. That's just not the life that any woman should want to live.
The interesting thing is that when a woman shifts that energy to being a wife and mom, she regains that energy that she lost attempting to be a boss babe.
For over 40 years, women have told men to leave them alone. Don't approach me, you creep, they would all say. And it turns out if you keep telling men to stay away from you, they will. Modern women are going on TikTok to whine about men not approaching them. Back in the day, it was simple. A guy saw a pretty woman, walked up to her and said hi. Of course, women called that predatory and patriarchy, and now everything's messed up.
Feminists were fond of saying, a woman needs a man like a fish needs a bicycle. Turns out a bicycle doesn't need a fish either.
This judge was shocked when this gold digger demanded her husband's house after 6 months of marriage. And when he realized she was lying in court, watch how he saved the husband from the biggest mistake he ever made.
What's led to you filing this divorce, sir?
We started having issues in October, which was relatively shortly after being married. She even told me that her therapist and her discovered that through their therapy that she wasn't really in love with me and that she wanted consistency and stability for her kids and thought that she could love me over time.
So she had to go to therapy to figure out she didn't love you. Has she made any threats towards you?
Multiple.
Tell me about those.
We got into an argument.
Verbal argument, physical argument, what?
Verbal argument. I'm not a physical person. In that argument, divorce came up and she wanted me out of the house. She said she would throw herself against the wall and call the cops, say I did it. That was one occasion. Another occasion, she threatened she'd call the cops. So I said I'd come to the house, wait for the cops to get there. They never came. Recently, as 2 weeks ago, she said that she was going to call the cops, that I'd hit her in front of her 12-year-old, which obviously I didn't.
You have 3 children by how many different men?
3.
They are both asking for a divorce. So therefore, as was pointed out, whether Miss Balknick wants to move out of the house or not, right now, that's coming. You're going to have to do it sooner or later. In the interim period that they reside together, she will pay all payments that she has on her income and expense statement. She's showing a shortage of her income and expenses that she's negative $1,505.56. So it's clearly more than her expenses are, even considering those expenses, which when I look at, I don't spend $489 on recreation and entertainment a month. Court's usually looking to put the parties back in the situation they were in prior to the marriage. It's just that simple. Short-term marriages of 6 months do not typically require or even justify the awarding of alimony or spousal support, absent some compelling circumstances. So I'm just saying these expenses that are here are going to have to be looked at. With that being the case, I will put down this further order. These parties are both restrained and prohibited from involving law enforcement in any way, shape, form, or fashion against one another to gain an advantage in this divorce action or to seek to have the other removed from the home. A violation of this order will be contempt of court.
She's not a red flag. She's the entire Red Sea.
I've been dating a guy for 4 years off and on. I asked him for $50 and he told me not to get used to it.
I don't want to go in. I want to ask, is the like going through something? Like, do he need $50 too? Like, are you asking it?
I don't know what he's going through, honestly.
I'm triggered.
Why are you triggered, Ace?
Because she doesn't truly know what he's actually going through. He don't. That man could have gave her the last 50 he had. How the woman that need the $50 judging me for barely having it?
No.
You don't have it at all.
Like you just said, you would fake up like just to see if it's gonna come through. Oh, I don't need your $50, but I want to see if you.
I'm getting sick of this. I got a problem with you trying to justify playing with it.
I'm not playing. I'm
Yes,
trying to.
no,
I'm dating.
sweetheart. You didn't need from him. And then you said you didn't know or care about his financial situation. You don't give a... Okay, mama, you playing with him. If you want to see if it'll do for you, put him in position to do for you. Who give a about you usually want to make other people's lives easier, more pleasant, more joyful. So if they hadn't put no bread on you yet and got 4 years out of you, you didn't warrant that from the jump. Okay. Don't pick year 4 to start playing in this face.
Women love to play games and then act confused afterward when it doesn't work. This is why men are walking away. Thanks for watching the Voices of Man channel. This is your space. Share your voice and be part of a global community.